Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in Game 3 of the Western Conference first round for our Phoenix Suns Road to the NBA Finals series, and we are currently leading over the series over the OKC Thunder 2-0. So we won 2 of the last games in Arizona, and we play the next 2 games in Oklahoma, and if we win both of those games, we sweep the Thunder and we advance on to the next round of NBA playoffs. So that's going to be really exciting to see. I can't wait for our Phoenix Suns to make the NBA Finals, and I'm guessing our opponent will probably be the Brooklyn Nets. If so, that's going to be a really good matchup to see. You guys really enjoyed my Lakers and Celtics NBA Finals from the Lakers series, and I just started I'm going to start the Timberwolves NBA Finals against the Cavaliers tomorrow, and that premieres at 10:20 a.m. So without a further ado, we'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you at tip-off. Alright, so the Phoenix Suns are going to be wearing the white association uniforms on the road in Oklahoma City, while on the other hand, the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to be wearing their orange statement uniforms at home against the Phoenix Suns. So we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, here we are at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. So the Thunder have won the tip-off. So now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to pass it over to Leigh Dort. Going to pass it over to Derek Favors, and Thunder get their first 2 points of the game, so I'm going to pass it over to Devin Booker. So now DBook drills it in from 3 from behind the arc. So it's now 3-2, and it's now Josh Giddey going to pass it over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. CP3 trying to make that steal there, but Derek Favors gets his 2 points in the paint, so it's now a 4-3 Thunder lead. So now it is Devin Booker making another 3 for the Phoenix Suns. So now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going to pass it over to Darius Bazley, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dunking in the paint to tie the game. So now I'm going to use CP3, going to pass it over to Ayton, and then Booker. And Devin Booker drills it from 3, and it's now going to be 9-6 for the Phoenix Suns. So now Phoenix making that steal, but Gilgeous-Alexander made it in on time. So Shai is attempting a 3, is not successful. So I'm going to pass it over to Ayton, and then Booker from the corner 3 gets it in there. So it's now 4 straight 3-pointers for Devin Booker today to start off this game, and he's been playing on a positive note. Gilgeous-Alexander making that dunk happen. I'm going to pass it over to Devin Booker. He's going to make his 5th 3 of the game, and he gets it in there. So it's now 15-8 in Oklahoma City. So now Thunder were struggling to get the ball, but then they finally got it back. So now Darius Bazley makes the dunk there. And now we are 100% in field goal thanks to Devin Booker. And the Thunder, they're like 5 for 6, which is 83%. It's a B. It's going to be a B. So Gilgeous-Alexander losing the basketball. There is a foul on CP3. It's a reach-in foul. So now this means that we have changed up our depth chart on some of the players. And now we have made a steal, so I'm going to pass it over to Mikal Bridges. And he gets it in there, so it's now 20-10 for the Suns. And Mikal Bridges makes that steal. I'm going to pass it over to Cameron Payne. Gets blocked. So it's now Trey Mann who picks up that rebound. So there's a foul on him. Mikal Bridges with a reach-in. So now, evidently, Thunder get that in there. So now 6 threes made by Phoenix and 8 points off of assists. So now Cameron Payne going to pass it over to JaVale McGee. There is a foul. It's a charging foul. So evidently he will not score because he ran into the player. So it's 20-12 still. Thunder now have possession. And Josh Giddey gets it in there. So it's now 20-14. McGee with the basketball. He's going to get this in there. OKC has 12 points in the paint. Phoenix only has 2. So it's now 22-14. And there they lose the basketball. Pick it back up. 48 seconds to go. We're going to pass it over. And they're going to pass it over. And the Thunder are going to use Trey Mann, going to pass it over to Williams, and Josh Giddey attempts a 3. He actually does make it in. So now I'm thinking about passing this over to JaVale McGee, who did win a championship with the Lakers 2 seasons ago, and it's now 24-17. Alright, so there's 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. Aaron Holiday going to pass it over to JaVale McGee. He gets it in there, so it's now 26-17. He's going to pass it over to Josh Giddey, and then Trey Mann losing the basketball, picking it back up, and Isaiah Roby scores it in. And I think we're just going to simply dribble it out to end the first quarter. Phoenix leads this one on the road by 7 points, so it's 26-19, end of first quarter scoring. And Devin Booker, surprisingly, he has put up 6 threes to begin the game for the Suns. Alright, so now this is the beginning of the second quarter here in OKC. And CP3 is going to drill a 3 from behind the arc, so it's now going to be 29-19 in Oklahoma City. So at Paycom Center. So now Chris Paul has made a steal. What is he going to do? He's going to drive it in the paint. So he gets it in there. So it's now 5 points for him today. Actually 5 in this quarter. And CP3 makes a steal. He's going to pass it over to Aaron Holiday. There is a foul on Josh Giddey. It's a shooting foul. So this means that Aaron Holiday will go to the free throw line. He misses the first attempt. Will he actually get the second attempt in? The answer is a yes. So it's now 32-19. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with possession. Gonna pass it over to Luguentz Dort. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will pick up the assist there. And I'm gonna pass it over to JaVale McGee. So now JaVale McGee scores it in. But Derek Favors does have a shooting foul. And we are up by 13. And we missed that 3 throw on JaVale McGee. But luckily we did get 2 points in. So now Luguentz Dort losing the basketball. And it's now Darius Bazley who gets that layup in the paint. So I'm going to pass it over to Aaron Holiday and then JaVale McGee. We're going to knock down a 3 with CP3. And JaVale McGee does put up an assist. So now 37-23 with 2:39 to go in the first half. Luguentz Dort losing the basketball. Where is he going to take this direction to? Then Gilgeous-Alexander and then Trey Mann with the 3. So Phoenix is going to take a timeout. We're actually going to take a short break. Alright, so we're up by 15. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander losing the basketball. Devin Booker picking up that steal. He makes it in the paint with a dunk. So it's now 43-26. In this one in Oklahoma City. So now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander making a dunk. So it's now 43-19. We're going to pass it over to DeAndre Ayton. So Booker will pick up the assist. As it's now 45-28. And Trey Mann with the possession, losing the basketball. Ayton's going to pass it over to Mikal Bridges. misses that shot, and Leguinen's Dort losing the basketball. So now it is DeAndre Ayton. Where am I going to pass it to? I might pass it over to DBook. So he's going to drill it in from 3. So it's now 48-28 at this in game 3 of the Western Conference first round. Booker making that steal, and he is going to make a dunk. So it's now 50-28 here in Oklahoma City. So now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dribbling the basketball. Booker making that steal, and he will probably be the player of the game. So it's now 52-28. And OKC has 10 turnovers, and we've had 16 points off of those 10 turnovers. So evidently, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to pass it over to Leguinen's Dort, and he makes that in there. So now Devin Booker, he's going to pass this over to Mikal Bridges, the Villanova product, dunks that in, and it's now 54-31 here in Oklahoma City. So now Trey Mann with the possession, losing it, and it looks like Torrey Craig's going to pass it over to DeAndre Ayton, and Booker gets this one in. So it's now 56-31. So we're up by 25, and it is JaVale McGee making that steal. He's going to pass this over to Devin Booker. So Booker is going to make that nice dunk happen. So it's now 58-31. 9 seconds to go in this first half, and JaVale McGee makes a steal, going to lose it, and it goes out of bounds. We still have possession of the basketball, so there's only 0.2 seconds to go. Not much that we can do, and it's halftime already. So the halftime score is Phoenix 58, Oklahoma City 31. All right, Devin Booker today has 33 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals. So now Devin Booker's going to make this one from mid-range. So it's now 60-31. Do not worry about the update required. I will get that done as soon as I'm done with this episode. So now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander losing the basketball. Cameron Payne picking it up. Going to pass it over to Devin Booker. So Payne is actually going to pick up the assist there. So it's now 62-31. Booker was 37 points already. He is at the likelihood of scoring 60 points in today's episode if he puts up this great performance. So now Booker with the possession, he gets it in there. So it's now 64-31. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander losing the still has possession. Don't know where he is going to take this to. Will he pass it over to certain teammates? So now Josh Giddey, there is a foul on Cameron Payne. It's a shooting foul, so he's going to go to the free throw line once at it. He makes that one in. Will he get this one in for a second one? Yes, he will. And it's now going to be 64-33. So now Devin Booker, he's going to knock down a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now going to be 67-33. And it's now Gilgeous-Alexander has possession of the basketball. And it is Cameron Payne with a reach-in foul. So now they changed up their depth chart substitutions. Darius Bazley going to pass it over to Josh Giddey, and then losing the basketball, and it is Cameron Payne going to pass it over to Cam Johnson, and now Devin Booker going to make this one fly for 3 points. So it's now 70-33. And the Suns are up on it once at it again. They are red hot outside the arena too. So now Devin Booker making that steal. He's going to make another dunk happen. And he is going to be the player of the game for the Phoenix Suns. I can tell you that right now. So Williams has possession to pass it over to Isaiah Robbie. Misses that, picks it up. And there's a foul there on Cameron Payne. It's a shooting foul. So it's going to be, we're going to lead this by half. If they make it in for an extra point. If not, it will still be 72-35. So Isaiah Robbie misses that. So now it is DeAndre Ayton. Where am I going to pass it to? Passing it over to Booker. So now Booker gets this one in for 3. And it's now going to be 75-35. We're going to take a short break. Alright, Ayton has picked up a rebound. Going to pass it over to Devin Booker. And it's now going to be 83-35. So he is at 58 points right now, Devin Booker. So he is near the 60-point mark, which I think he should be able to do. Bridges passing it to Booker. Bridges with the assist. So now Booker gets it in. So now he has 60 points in this whole entire episode. But the real question is, could he get up to 70 by the end of the episode? So now Devin Booker has possession. I might pass it over to Mikal Bridges. And he is going to knock a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now 88-37. 17.8 seconds to go. And he passes it over to Trey Mann and Williams. Losing the basketball. Bridges picking it up. I'm going to pass it over to DeAndre Ayton. And Ayton gets this one in, so it's now 90-37, 7.8 seconds to go. And now Williams, there's a foul. It's on Devin Booker. His first foul of the game, the reach in. 2.9 seconds to go. And it's 90-39. Oh, actually 38. Passing it over, and this ends the third. So Phoenix is up by 52, 90-38. Alright, your State Farm assist of the game is coming right up. CP3 passing it over to JaVale McGee. And the Thunder now have possession of the basketball to begin the fourth. And they're going to pass it over to Wiggins. So now the Thunder, Leguin's Dort, where is he going to pass this to? Will he pass it all around? So now Theo Matillon gets it in for 2. So now I'm going to pass it to Alfred Payton. And then Torrey Craig passing it over once added. JaVale McGee. He's going to get this one in for 2 points. So it's now 92-40. And we are 39 for 41 at least in field goals. So there's a foul on Leguin's Dort. So it's a shooting foul. So this evidently means we will go to the free-throw line with JaVale McGee, and he gets this one in. So it's now 95-40. Wiggins with the possession of the basketball. So now McGee makes that steal. So he's going to get this one in for 2 points. So it's now 97-40. 22 turnovers for the Thunder today. And we've had 39 points courtesy of those turnovers. So now McGee going to pass it over to Torrey Craig. And then we're going to use some Alfred Payton. Going to knock down a 3 for the Suns. And it's now 100-40. And we are going to take a break. We are back from the break. So I took a break because I wanted to change up my depth chart. So now Devin Booker, he's going to knock down his 11th 3 of the evening. And it's now 103-40. So he has 63 points ahead of him, while the rest of his teammates have 40 in all. So now Theo Matillon, what is he going to do? He's probably going to pass it over to a teammate, Darius Baisley, and he does. So they're going to dribble, and there's seconds to go. And he actually makes it in from 3. So it's now 103-43. And Devin Booker makes this one in from 3, and he gets it in there. So the Thunder do take a timeout. Devin Booker is your player of the game for the Phoenix Suns. I will explain the numbers after the game. So now all we got is just 1 minute and 43 seconds to go. And now JaVale McGee going to pass it over to Devin Booker. So now Booker gets this one in for 2 points. So it's now 108-43. 18 points for Phoenix in the fourth quarter, and 8 and 3 3-pointers too. Theo Mattillon losing the basketball, intercepting it off to Phoenix. So we're going to use some DeAndre Ayton, going to pass it over to McGee, and then some Chris Paul once at it makes a 3. So it's now 111-43. So now Theo Mattillon has possession, going to pass it over to Wiggins, so gets that in the paint. 107 to go in the fourth. And we're going to pass this one over to DeAndre Ayton, so he's going to get this one in for 2, 113-45. All right, 113-45, 42 seconds to go in Oklahoma City. Devin Booker for the 70 points in this game. So it's now 115-45. So that's the equivalent number that he has scored in the scoring differential. And now the Thunder really haven't done all that well. So they're going to try to knock down a 3 that is unsuccessful. So now we're going to use some Chris Paul. Going to knock this one down for 2 or maybe 2 points. I thought it would be 3. But if he got his right foot behind the white paint there, he would have had it as a 3. So I'm going to pass it over to Booker to end the game. It's now 119-45. So we're up by 74 points. What are the Thunder going to do now with their playoff chances being not as extended? Game is over. Suns win it on the road, 119-45. This wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you at Statistic. Devin Booker, a mega whopping 72 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 6 steals, 9 dunks on the day, and 12 threes. So 12 times 3 equals 48. So he had 48 points behind the arc. JaVale McGee with 15 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 steals. In all, Chris Paul had 13 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 3 steals on the day. DeAndre Ayton with 8 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals on the day. Mikal Bridges, 7 points, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 1 dunk on the day. Josh Giddey, 7 points, 1 assist in all. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 6 points, 5 assists on the day. He had 3 dunks. Darius Bazley had 6 points, 1 assist, and 2 dunks on the day. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next episode.